Okay, so the first thought of after watching the video was there's honest, devastating mistakes that are happening um, in hospitals and nursing homes, everywhere in healthcare. Um, and it's always a family that is hurt, and of course nobody deserves it, nobody wants it to happen to them, but it does, and unfortunately, um, just due to a mistake, it does happen to their family. Um, a takeaway or lasting impression that this video had on me was that human error is real, and a lot of these are because in Julie's case, she was too tired, or she just didn't go back to the basics because she was tired. She did it. She thought she could do it all, and she would have checked the medication 3 times. If she could have, if she would have done this, if she would have done that. Um, of course, I mean the biggest lesson to learn from Julie was knowing yourself and knowing when to say, you know what, um, maybe I'm not awake enough to do this? Am I able to take care of someone else in my condition? Whether you think that's how like drunk driving works, it's like no, I'm okay. Um, just seeing it through somebody's eyes that they have actually been through it, um, and how you could very easily be in that position. Of course, you don't want it to happen. You don't want to do that purposely to anybody. It was an honest mistake, and like they said, the system wasn't helping her. If there was the labels were the same, the meds were the same, and just looked the same, um, and there was nowhere where it kind of stopped her and saying, "Hey, you're administering the wrong one," which there's a lot of things in place for that now. Influence on sharing errors speaks volumes. It shows that there is a human error is real, and that you're not the only one. Um, Again, of course, you don't want it to happen to anybody. I mean, you don't want it to be you the one that it happens to, um, being the cause of somebody else's illness or even death. But there is a human error, in sharing experiences, watching it, um, focusing on. There's a lot of podcasts where they speak about nursing experiences that they don't teach you in school, because it's everybody has probably even made that mistake more than once, and just sharing experiences can really help either new nurses, even experienced nurses. I'm sure that's happened to um, a lot of different things that they could have been avoided. Um, I just have not something that was very serious, but I had actually my grandmother was in the hospital, and I just went to go check on her. They had just brought her up from the, well, actually it was the next day that they had brought her up from the ER. She was there overnight. I went to look at her. I know she had a Foley on, and she didn't have the Foley bag. It was actually a leg bag that was on the bed. It was just sitting there with the urine. The bag was full. Um, wasn't below her. It was just the bag was full. So either through the change of shift, nobody noticed that there was a Foley bag on there. Um, they had just left the leg bag. Something that could have been avoided, that could have turned into something serious. Again, it's not nothing. Um, thank God it was not anything life threatening, but something that could have been avoided. So that's just kind of what I got out of Chasing Zero, of sharing experiences can help others as well.